Look at this logo. The pastels. Listen to the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the definitive edition, immediately evokes nostalgia. One of the most potent emotions a form of media can offer us. Close your eyes, you are instantly transported back to a time when you were younger and life was simpler. Actually, scratch that. You were the one who was simpler. Life was always complicated. But nostalgia, it's like stepping into a time machine to when we were simpler. It's especially true for video games, where we enjoyed gameplay with a loved one who found pleasure in the game as much as we did. In this case, it was my cousin who introduced me to Grand Theft Auto games, Doom, Tomb Raider, The Sims, and many other video games on various consoles and PC. My cousin has always been a computer aficionado, and my brother and I would lean on him for cheats way back in the day when the Sega Genesis cheat codes required you to smash those buttons. Back, forward, A, B with the quickness, or else you were asked out. I could not have completed X-Men 2 Clone Wars without those cheats, and especially without my cousin. So when I was visiting him one afternoon in 2002 and watched him play this 3D game set to iconic songs that me, a goody book nerd who loved music and pop culture, could enjoy, I was entranced. And then when I saw that you can stop any NPC on the road, open their car door, yank them out their seat, and steal their car, I was an instant fan. Prior to GTA games, I had only played 2D games of three kinds. You saved the Cubs and beat the big bad, you raced and beat up NPCs, or you beat up NPCs and other players. Playing a game where you break the law regularly with catchy 80s tunes and you get away with it. My God, it's just unheard of to me. And it's brilliant. I needed more. I needed to play this as many times as I could. And I didn't even get to the gun violence, the helicopter rides, the property purchases, and the Miami Vice and Scarface references yet. I was a Rockstar stan from the stealing cars bit alone. Now, back in 2002, I was in college, so I never finished the game. I had to get back to my studies. I never bought a PS2. I never bought the game. I just didn't have the money for it. Cut to 2024, when the US was at the brink of making history, whichever party you supported. And I was seeking a new form of entertainment to quell my anxiety around the election. I purchased the definitive edition bundle and did some research simultaneously. Come to find out, the definitive edition had a bunch of bugs at launch, and it took 3 years for a patch that would actually fix the games. The patch would come a month after my purchase, but I wasn't swayed. I expected joy once I hit play, something all Rockstar games have brought me over the years. And thankfully, that October night, as soon as the pastel logo loaded on my screen and I heard the waves crashing against the shore, I was transported right back to my cousin's living room, seated on the floor, gazing up at their modestly sized living room TV screen eagerly anticipating which car I can steal next. Now we're in June 2026. I have a YouTube channel to share my love for and critique of Rockstar games, and have reached one of the most seminal games in my life as a girl gamer, GTA Vice City. I saw the logo, I saw the MS-DOS screen and the font. I heard the well-known Vice City intro music. I then reached the intro cutscene and I had to stop playing the game because it was time for a new experience. I wanted a blend of nostalgia and exploration. I wanted to witness the full 2002 game as a grown-up after experiencing so much of my life over the last 20 years. Listen to the original music, dialogue, everything as the producers and writers intended. I wanted to see what was so fucked up that these fellas had to release something like 3 versions of this game, even back in the early aughts, and then several more versions over the last 20 years. Enter Redditor Plankton Few 2505. Reddit overall had a lot of really, really helpful bros who led me to so many options when trying to find this version of the game for that special mix of nostalgia and exploration. I thank every single one of them, including the one who recommended the browser version, which I will get into in a moment. But it was Plankton who told me that if I used the Ultimate Asset Fix mod, I would play the 2002 version as if it was 2002. I purchased the trilogy on the Rockstar website, and this kind gamer helped me through the entire process. I was stunned. You know, social media, have you been? But he helped me. And now I have my hands on this game that I played on a completely different device when gigabytes and ray tracing weren't even a thing people conceived. It's astonishing what technology can do. But it's even more astonishing what kindness can do. So here we are, GTA Vice City, the original game with some adjustments made for quality improvements to ensure compatibility with my PC and controller. I was deathly afraid this mod would corrupt the game or cause major damage to my computer, but it didn't. Upon loading, it worked perfectly. This experience warmed me, and I couldn't help but share it with y'all before starting my Vice City playthrough. I've played video games solo for a long time because the gaming community can be pretty elitist, if not toxic, about a lot of different things. But over the last year and a half that I've played these Rockstar games, I've met so many kind gamers from all walks of life who just want to play with someone who loves these games as much as they did. Anyway, I considered these 3 versions of Vice City. The 2024 version that Rockstar fixed because Grove Street fucked it up. The original 2002 version that's on the browser. And then this version with compatibility mods. After reviewing similar scenes for all 3, I found the definitive edition and the browser version were on par and less appealing than the version Plankton recommended. Let's start with the definitive edition. A lot of the art design in the definitive edition is unappealing, especially Tommy Vercetti's design. He looks like a simp. Don't get me wrong, I love The Sims. That's a game I played for about 10 years, well into my adulthood. It's kind of tailor-made for casual gamers like me, the definitive edition is. So this was fine when I picked up Vice City again in 2024, but not now. Not after I played an assortment of Rockstar games. Tommy is a mobster. He should look like a mobster, not like an office manager. The definitive edition also replaced a slew of ads and artwork with lame substitutions. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Vice City in its original iteration. The definitive edition is the best for my current PC though, so I'll miss using certain features that are available in this version. The browser version is all online. I can save progress, but not on my computer. Also, the quality is lacking. It really does look like a PS2 game. I do recommend this for folks who want to easily access the original game to play. It's the most original you can get. This version is free to access. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Classic with the Ultimate Asset Fix mod is the best mix of these two versions. Tommy looks like a mobster. Most of the controller settings are similar to the definitive edition, as it's set to pretty much play like GTA 4. And of course, there's the music, which I can't play for obvious reasons on here. I'm itching to get started with this version of the game, listen to these classic 80s tunes while cruising and getting into the debauchery in Vice City as only Tommy Vercetti can. Because I purchased the game from the Rockstar website instead of purchasing the disc, I had to use an additional mod to downgrade the game called GTA Downgraders. It's very easy to set up, as was the Ultimate Asset Fix mod. The only issue I ran into was related to improving compatibility with my machine, which took a few additional minutes of trial and error. Thankfully, Plankton helped along the way, and all in all, this process was painless and expedient. Now, I'm even more excited about the possibilities that await when I begin my next series to play the original version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, my favorite GTA game of all time.